In the city in which I live, the jobs with a high demand of people able to speak English are for customer service. These jobs, when someone shows up for the interview, the most important thing the interviewer is evaluating is the English level, more than anything else. Of course, it is important to have a good presentation and have the corresponding documents. But the determining factor to succeed is going to be the English fluency of the interviewee when he or she answers the questions. The interviewers are very sincere when it comes to saying the result of the interview. Because if you didn't do it well, they will say something like this: "Your English level is not enough. Keep practicing 2 months and come back to try again. We're going to be waiting for you." This is exactly what they told me the first time. It is something very hard to assimilate, because before the interview, everything is a dream that we are going to get a job in English, and then it is destroyed with an answer like that. It is devastating, and you have to be mentally prepared to overcome it. That's precisely why I gave so much emphasis to self-motivation in the first videos, because everything you have learned throughout the course will prepare you to have a strong mindset to not give up after the first rejection, but instead to be brave to try it again and again. The first rejection is very difficult, but something that is even worse is the fear to the first rejection. I have met many people who are terrified of going to the first interview in English, because they feel that they never reach the necessary level to succeed, and in the end, they never do it. In my case, it was something very similar, because it was until I found myself in a situation where I had to get the job in English or things were going to get very bad that I didn't mind to be rejected in my first 3 interviews. It was until the 4th interview that I was given the opportunity to reinforce and improve my English level, just to have a chance to take a final test to get the job, but it was all I needed. However, I realized something very important thanks to the first rejections. The first time they said, "No, your English level is not good enough, so keep trying and come back to try again in 2 months." For the second interview they said, "No, you need to improve your English a little. Come back and try again in 15 days. For the third interview, they told me, "Not yet. You need a minimum improvement. Come back in a week." It was until the 4th try when they offered to help me with English to get the job. Another thing that happened was that in the 4th interview, I was not nervous anymore. I already knew what questions were going to be, and also the environment and the people of the place were more familiar to me. The important thing is that I felt more confident in the 4th interview, and every one of the things that I talked about in this course, body language, attitude, confidence when speaking, and all my performance was much better in the last interview. The first 3 times were not useless rejections. They were necessary steps to obtain the opportunity I was looking for. If you want to get your first job interview in English, but you are scared to death for what may happen in the interview, put into practice everything you have learned in this course and define a date to show up for the interview. And also, you must decide that no matter how many times they are going to reject you, sooner or later they will say yes.